How likely are you to get scammed when you are buying property in Nigeria? Now, the thing is, a lot of people who buy real estate in Nigeria have this fear of scams. We'll be taking a short 1 minute quiz, and trust me, this is going to be fun to find out how likely are you to get scammed. Who is excited about this? So, let's take the first question. Now, this is how you are going to be grading yourself. So get a pen and a paper or maybe on your notepad. So each question, we have just 5 questions, and each question carries 20 marks. So the first question is, how well do you know property and real estate? What is property? What is real estate? Do you have an answer to that? All right, so grade yourself and just keep the answers by the side. The second is due diligence. Do you know what due diligence is? Do you know how to carry out due diligence? Do you know the importance of due diligence? Grade yourself over 20. Grade yourself over 20, and then you note that. So you are, yes, we are having our scores. We are having our scores. What's the third? The third thing that you need to know about is title. What is title? Do you know what title means in real estate? If you don't know, or you know but not so sufficiently, just grade yourself over 20 and note that. And the next question is possession. Do you know what possession is? Do you know how to take possession when you buy real estate? All right, that's the fourth question. So now we are going to the last question, which is documentation. What is documentation when you buy property? What's the proper document? What should you do when you buy real estate? Do you know that? Grade yourself over 20. So now we've had 5 questions and you graded yourself on 20 per point. So what did you score? If you want, you can let me know in the comment section. But if you don't want me to know, it's okay. But one thing I want you to know is that if you scored below 80, if you scored below 80 in this quiz, then you need to pay very close attention. And even if you scored above 80, ooh, I'm super delighted and I'm celebrating you here. But I will still need you to pay attention, because those 5 terms are the basic, the foundation for buying real estate. If you miss any of those things, if you don't one, you don't do the other, you are likely to get scammed in real estate, and I don't want that to be you. So let's start with the first term. What is property? What is real estate? So both can be used interchangeably, all right? Now, real estate is fixed property. It is fixed. You can't carry it. It is land and everything that is fixed to land. So land, warehouses, commercial real estate, shopping malls, buildings where people live, office spaces, houses that are uncompleted. Once it is fixed to the land and land itself, that is real estate. All right, so I want you to note that real estate is land and anything fixed to land. Now, real estate has many angles to it. Real estate is not just one part. It has many angles. It has the financial side. What's the financial implication of real estate? It has the investment side. How are you getting return on investment in your real estate? It has the legal side, because there are laws that guide real estate. All right, so you have to make sure that you pay attention to all these angles, and that is what real estate is for you. Now, what's the next term that we are learning about? The next term is title. Title. What is title? Title is simply ownership. So when you want to buy real estate, one of the very things you should do first is to ask for who is the owner and what is the proof. It is not enough to ask for who is the owner. There's got to be proof. Okay, there's got to be proof that shows that yes, this person is the owner and this person has legal title, legal right to sell this property. Now, when you buy real estate, you do title investigation, meaning you conduct a necessary investigation to be sure that the person you're buying from is actually the owner. And in doing this, you have to make sure you work with professionals. Also, part of what you do is you physically inspect the property. Now, real estate has 2 sides. There's the physical side where you physically occupy the property, which I will be explaining in the second to the last point. And then there's the documentation side, which is you having the necessary documents, which will be the last point I would be explaining. So stay with me because you don't want to miss that. All right. So title, make sure you investigate title. When you are buying real estate, make sure you work with professionals. Work with a professional lawyer, work with a surveyor. If you're building a house, work with an architect. Make sure you get professionals who are seasoned at their craft to work with you. Now, the third term is due diligence. And if you are wondering, what is due diligence, Tosi? What do you really mean with this term due diligence? What if I told you that due diligence is something you do every time? Now, at the time of recording this video, it is September and a lot of schools just resumed. So if you're a parent or a guardian, I'm sure that if you go back to the time when you took your children to school, and you decided that you wanted them, they were going to go to school, you asked around, isn't it? You asked around, you went to the school, you made inquiries. Does this school fit what I want for my child or my children or my guardian? That is due diligence. You want to buy a new phone. For instance, I want to buy a new phone and I've been checking online. I have some features in mind. So I'm looking for those features. That's due diligence. All right. So due diligence is something we do all the time. You want to enter into a transaction. You want to be sure you're protecting your interest. That's all. That is due diligence. And due diligence when buying real estate involves a physically inspecting the property, going to see that the property fits what you want. All right. It includes you looking at the property and making sure it fits into your investment goals. And it also includes you working with professionals to help you do the necessary investigations, confirm that the land as it is on paper that was shown to you is the same land on ground, is the same property on ground. And by land, when I talk about land, I'm not talking about bare land alone, I'm talking about real estate generally. It is by doing the necessary investigations with your lawyer to ensure you're dealing with the right owners. So that is due diligence, pure, easy, and simple. Now, possession. Remember, I talked about possession the other time. Now, possession is taking physical occupation of a property. You know, real estate is fixed. You can't carry it. So if you decide today that, okay, this phone I'm using, I'm tired of it, or it's not working well, or I just need to buy another phone, and you want to buy a phone, you simply order online, or you go to a store, you buy it, it's given to you. That phone is going to change location from where it was with the seller, and it's going to be in your own possession. You're going to be carrying it. But with real estate, you can't carry it. So you want to buy a plot of land, a piece of land at Chevron Drive. You go there, you inspect it, and you leave. You can't carry the house, all right? You can't carry the real estate. You can't carry that land or a house. You can't carry it. So when it comes to real estate, when you're buying real estate, you ensure that you take possession. If you're buying land, what I usually advise my clients to do is do a short fence around the house. If you can start developing immediately, beautiful. But if you're buying the land to hold for a period of time to sell or to hold and later develop, I wouldn't advise you to just leave the land bare. All right, because trespassers could go there, take possession of the land, and then you have to go to court. And trust me, I have been a lawyer for 14 years and I've been involved in over 100 land cases. It's not funny. I don't want you to go through all that. So taking tight possession, if it is bare land, do a fence around it. If it is land that people can farm on, you can get people to farm on it and ensure that you give them receipts to show that they are just using the land for a temporary period of time, and they are making payment no matter how small. All right, you want to ensure that you visit the land frequently. So if you are in diaspora, like a lot of my clients are, and you buy bare land, get your relatives or your trusted friends, even some real estate companies offer those services now. Ask them to help you visit the land often and send you videos of what the land looks like. If it's a place that is already built and you have neighbors, please, by all means, make friends with your neighbors and give them your phone number so that if they see anyone who is strange and doesn't look like you, they will quickly alert you and let you know, we're seeing strange faces around this land. What is happening? Are you the one that sent them? All right. So taking possession is very important. If it is a built property, that's pretty simple. You simply change the doors, the keys, and you have your own keys. Fantastic. So that is it for possession. Let me know if this is helpful in the comment section. And this is the last term you must know about, and that is documentation. Now, because real estate is fixed, you can't carry it. When you buy real estate, you enter possession, like I said, like I just explained now. But you also need to go a step further. Actually, this is what you do first before you even enter possession, because the seller is not going to have you gain entrance to the property or give you permanent physical occupation of that property except you've made payments. And once you're making payments, ensure that you have documents transferring the ownership to you. This will be drafted by a lawyer. You must show with proof that the land is no longer belonging to the seller but now belongs to you. So when you buy real estate, we will draft a deed of assignment. A deed of assignment would show that you bought real estate and it is yours. And if it is a property that's been gifted, then it has to be by a deed of gift. But whichever way you're getting real estate, make sure you get a lawyer who will do this for you and make sure it's detailed enough, because the devil is in the details. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. So those are the 5 basic terms you must know about. You must know in and out, and follow these steps right to the letter, and you'll be good to go. You will be escaping scams in real estate. If you have any questions, feel free to type them in the comment section below, and I've got a gift for you. So I have a book I wrote titled Red Flags to Avoid When Investing in Real Estate. When you're driving and you see red, what do? You stop. What are the signs you see when you want to buy real estate and you know that you have to stop because you're about to lose money in that transaction? That is what I explained in the book, and you can click the link in the description below and you will get your free copy. All right, so I have another video I made for you specially, so go ahead and watch it here.